Hello wonderful people, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and today I am going to teach you something that will really be helpful in making a meal plan. Now in my previous video, I taught you how to make a meal plan using the food exchange list for Filipinos, but we did it manually. And this time, we are still going to use the food exchange list for Filipinos, but we will not do it manually anymore. I have here a spreadsheet using Excel. Let's see how it works and let's give it a try. In this portion above, we have here the diet prescription. Say for example, we will use 1,500 kilocalories, 245 grams of carbohydrates, and 55 grams protein and 35 grams of fat. Alright, in this portion, it is automatically calculating the number of exchanges per food exchange group. Alright, so we will still follow the recommended guidelines of the food exchange list for Filipinos. Say for example, for the vegetables, we are only allowed 3 to 5 exchanges. And for fruit, if your patient does not have a restriction, he or she is allowed up to 5 exchanges of fruit. Let's say for this tutorial, we are going to allow 3 exchanges of fruit. And then for the milk, let's just allow 1 exchange. And then lastly, we are going to allow 3 exchanges of sugar. You notice here that we are still following the same procedure as we did with the manual calculation of the meal plan. But this time, we don't have to calculate anymore per macronutrient because I have already entered the formula so that it will just automatically calculate the carbohydrates, the protein, and the fat in the table. We have now here the calculation for the exchange of carbohydrates. We have 7.78 exchanges. We can round that off to 8 exchanges. Let us now divide it into our rice exchange. Right, so we can distribute. We will allow 2 exchanges for rice A, 5 exchanges for rice B, and 1 exchange for rice C. Now let's take a look at this total. Compare it with the prescribed carbohydrate. Our prescribed carbohydrate is 245 and we have a total of 250, and that is okay because again, we are allowed plus or minus 5 allowance in every macronutrient. Next one, we are going to get the protein allowance. We have here 3.75, so we can round that off to 4 exchanges. Let's distribute it into meat exchanges. We can use 2 exchanges for low-fat meat and 2 exchanges for medium-fat meat. Let's see if that works. Now we have a total of 57, and let's compare it with the protein exchange, which is 55. So you see, we have an excess of 2 grams, and that is okay again because we are allowed plus or minus 5 allowance for macronutrients. And then for the fat, we have a remaining of 2.2 exchanges for fat. Let's try that one. We can put 2 exchanges and let's see how it works. So we have a total of 34 for the fat allowance. It did not reach 35, but then again, it's still okay because we are allowed plus or minus 5 grams per macronutrient. And for the kilocalories, let's see, it's 1,534 kilocalories, and that is still okay because again, we are allowed plus or minus 50 kilocalories allowance for the energy. Now all you have to do is to copy paste this one. If this is your assignment or this is your work, you can copy paste this one to your Microsoft Word. And then that's it. You are done. Alright, so you can now use this one to make your meal plan without much of a hassle of using the calculator every now and then. So one good thing about this, it's very easy to make alterations or to make adjustments. For example, you want to adjust the fat, you wanted to increase the fat exchange, so you just make this 1 exchange and then make this 3 exchanges. So your fat allowance will now become 3.2, so you are given an extra fat. So 3, right? So still the same. So that's great. Let's try another diet prescriptions. Let's say, for example, we have 2000 kilocalories, 285 grams of carbohydrates, 90 grams protein, and 55 grams of fat. Okay, so again, for the vegetables, let's say 3. For the fruit, let's say 2. And for the milk, let's say 1. And for the sugar, let's say 3 again. For the rice exchange, you are allowed 10 exchanges of rice. Let's distribute that one. 6 exchanges for rice B, 2 exchanges for rice A, and 2 exchanges for rice C. Let's take a look at the total. So it's again balanced, 285 and 286. Next one, let's see, 7.3. You can have 7.5 exchanges of meat. So let's see, 5 and 2.5 of medium fat. And for the fat, you have 5. You have 2003 in your total. For the carbohydrates, you have 286. And for the protein, you have 91. And for the fat, you have 55. Alright, so that's it. It's very easy. You can try to make your own spreadsheet, but if you want to have a copy, feel free to message me. I left my email address in the description box below. Please don't forget to say thank you once you already have a copy. And for those who are new to my channel, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share my videos. Thank you so much, and until the next tutorial.